Hello, hello, everybody. First, I'm gonna share the stream first, real quick. Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, I hear myself. The Stanley Parable Ultra. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm giving everybody time to actually be able to join in on the stream. Basically, that's what I'm doing right now. Are all the noises too much, guys? If so, let me know and I can lower down everything, basically. Okay, but how's everything inside the stream? How's everything in the stream? Alright, my husband says that everything is good. I'm just sharing the stream real quick. Alright. Hello. This is not Leo. No, I am not Leo. I am the wife. Hello. My husband is sick at the moment, so I am going to be the one doing the stream. So yes, I am the streamer for today. And possibly for tomorrow as well. Leo says hello to all of you. So, I have been wanting to play this game for the channel for quite some time. Yeah, he can barely talk at the moment. That's why, he doesn't feel all that great. So, you guys are stuck with me. I apologize. Anyways, let's get on with the game, I guess.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Now I have a feeling that he wants me to step out of my desk and step off of the desk and out of my office. But I don't know if I want to do that. Yes, he is our normal, hard-working man. I guess I could leave.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, hold on. The sensitivity is a little...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Are we not allowed to jump now? The game doesn't allow me to jump. Whatever.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Gotcha, buddy.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
He's telling me what to do.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes!
This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
What is he saying? Yep.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it!
I got the trophy! So I clicked it 430 times.
How far we've come today.
Not gonna lie, this is weird how a wife from a guy who was most likely a virus in him and lost his voice because of it is playing a game where a voice is annoying you every moment. You know, I just thought that you guys missed Leo, so... No, my controller! Hold on, guys!
They can't hear you.
What do you mean they can't hear me?
Oh, they can hear you.
Okay, I am back. Ugh. Now, let us go. Let us venture. I miss my husband whenever he's talking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which one's left? Right.
This was not the correct way to admit him, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
None of these doors work, guys. None of them open, and that's kind of annoying. Heh, 450. Heh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You know, you guys say that I'm playing a game about a voice,
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is very worth it, Mr. Voice. It is worth it, Leo. It is. Anyways.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Time to teabag all the way there, guys. Teabag all the way there.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No! No, I want to go straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't...
Oh, no, I'm locked in.
Everybody's busy today, I don't know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong...
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Leo could talk a little bit, but it hurts his voice.
Your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone...
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. I don't remember this path. Oh, yes, I do, because, yeah, the chat's gonna be quiet if no one talks.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Should I go red or should I go blue? It says we're meant to go to the red door. I guess I'll listen to you for
God,
once.
you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
You know, guys, if you guys didn't notice whenever you were playing the game before, his voice basically went deeper whenever he said, stop. Stopped. It went deeper in a more creepy voice type of way. So, yeah. I don't know what ending I'm doing right now.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh no.
Yes. Oh,
I know this
beautiful.
ending.
If we just stay right
Snickerdoodles.
here, right in this moment,
Babe, why
with this
didn't you
place,
warn me?
Stanley, I think I feel
You tried?
happy. I actually feel happy.
No. No. No.
No, wait. Where are you going?
We're going somewhere. We're gonna have some fun.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I am sorry.
Please, no.
But I want to go
Stay
further
here.
in the game.
Don't take this from me.
I'm sorry.
Please, Stanley, think about what... No!
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank God you lived. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you
I
not
just
to
don't
take
want to
this
look at
away
the
from
pretty
me. I can't
lights.
go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
We're also doing this, well, I'm doing this because people with epilepsy cannot stay in that room forever. So, yeah. Yeah.
Stanley,
And I mean
let's go back to the
viewers
other
wise.
room.
I don't have
Can you
epilepsy.
do that
I mean
for me?
viewers.
My
I'm being-
God. Is this
be
really
nice.
how much you dislike my game?
No, I
Did you
love your
throw
game.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You're
No.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Mr. Narrator, I love your game. I do. Well, I know that, but there's some going to... I know a few people that have it, so... whenever they see it, at the end of it. Geronimo!
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Okay, here's the thing, Mr. Voice. I don't have all day just to stare at pretty lights. It is pretty, though. Galacticness.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Going back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't find a trace of TeamAOU anywhere, guys. I can't find them. Where's TeamAOU? Oh, wait. Heh, 420. Where's TeamAOU? Where could they be?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But, left or right? Okay. Here at a party in hell? Okay. Alright, you Sushi Squad members. I'm lonely. Where are you guys? You guys left me in the dust, man. Where the heck are you?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The Sushi Squad left me. Everybody. The broom closet! I could get the broom closet ending.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
So pretty in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There has to be a reason. Look, there's so many stuff in here. So much stuff.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Oh, I know you're listening to me, Gabe.
If there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What does FA mean?
Are you really still in nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because it's fun. I've been in the broom closet so many times in my life. Because I used to be a janitor.
You do realize there's no
This is
choice
home.
of anything here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
But what if it was? What if it was part of the story? Why did it have a name? Why did it have a name?
This is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom
closet ending?
The broom closet ending was my favorite."
I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That
Damn.
Drug money. Also, Stanley
Damn.
addicted to drugs and hookers.
Damn. Apparently I'm fat and ugly, Gabe.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on.
And only like strippers and hookers.
You're dead.
And drugs.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here. When a physical malady of some sort shut down your
That's what he said.
system, and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
So this is a video game?
Done that, just step
I thought this was life. This is my life. I lived in the broom closet. Because I was a janitor. Alright, fine. This game wants to force you to do something and follow its rules. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I don't follow rules. I break them.
Second player.
No, I'm still me.
Board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Apparently I can't do worse. The other me can't do worse than the me beforehand. There's a broom closet.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I mean, I have a dog. I have 4 dogs right here, laying down on the bed. They could definitely play the game for me if you want that to happen, Mr. Narrator. But of course, they're not going to start talking, so. Okay,
Coming
do
to
I
the
go?
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go downstairs. There's a red room.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
No,
And as
it didn't.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
Gasp!
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty
They
familiar.
closed behind me, Gabe.
Repeating.
There's a
He
ghost.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This
No.
is all a dream.
I'm not a man.
What
I'm a
relief
woman.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He
1,
wasn't
2,
gonna lose his
B,
job.
4.
He wasn't crazy.
1, 2,
after all.
B4. 1, 2, B4. 1, 2, B4. Is that a thing that I need to know? 1, 2, B4. I don't know. Let's see.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He
1,
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too
1, 2, B4. 1, 2, 3, B4. 1, 2, B4. 1, 1, 1, 2, other B4.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Why is there a
dictating
voice in my head?
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Am I going
The voice was
crazy?
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Crazy.
I'm dreaming
I was
about
crazy
a
once.
voice describing
They locked me in a room.
thinking
A
about
rubber
how
room.
it's
A rubber
describing
room
my
filled with
thoughts,
rats.
he thought.
And rats make me
And
crazy.
while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Who knows?
Stanley is as awake right now.
Oh
as
my
he's ever
goodness.
been in his life.
Am I having an existential crisis?
Words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
Gasp!
certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream.
Well, I am
Did the
30.
voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the
1
voice explain
years
all that?
old.
This
I had to think a
voice was
moment.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
No.
and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Uh-huh.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Uh-huh.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
You keep misgendering me, sir.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Uh-huh.
I am okay.
Uh-huh. Nope. I'm still having the existential crisis.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone
We
tell
lost
me I'm
control
real. I must be
of
real.
ourselves.
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
Damn. Everything went black on me, Gabe.
This is
Damn.
the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
I never knew this was an ending.
And
Did you?
although she would soon turn to go call for
Leo's all shaking his
ambulance,
head.
For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky
Everyone
she
knows what
was
crazy
to be
people look
born.
like, babe.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So, she did have time to, call the police for me, Gabe. Oh, by the way, guys. Hi, guys. For everybody that doesn't know, we're TeamAOU. I'm Gummy. I forgot to do my intro. But currently, my name is Stanley, apparently. I'll look to see if Stanley was basically a,
All of his co-workers
workers were gone. Yes, what could it mean? Yes, I know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Apparently.
When Stanley came to a
No,
set
we're
of
going-
2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
No, I
just to
know.
admire it.
But for
Wow. Yes, this
Bye.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
nah, I'm good. Going this way real quick
Stanley
because
was
I know there's
following
another ending.
directions. It's incredible he wasn't
We
5
gotta go
years ago.
upstairs because apparently I'm gonna be meeting somebody.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's her?
That's her, Stanley.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
You're down.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a jerk. Where's the bread?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
The death about a man named Stanley? So I'm dead? Huh.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Isn't that
You might
normal?
even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Yep.
The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Are you talking about yourself?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just
Groundhog
one
Day.
more time.
Right, babe?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is
Okay.
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright. Except for me not to press the button. I'm not going to press the button. Should I press the button? I didn't press the button. Leo pressed the button.
Does not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
It's telling me to die. Told me to die. So, let's go back. Let's go to the way that he wants us to go.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two
I know.
open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yep, I know.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. One. All right. Opening the door. Now I'm gonna go in here. Da 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 da. This is the Stanley Parable. Yeah, yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. Stanley Parable. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stanley Parable. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stanley Parable. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. It won't stop. Ba-da-da-da-da. Are we done? Is it done yet? Oh, he's actually singing. Do you hear it? Do 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 do. Do you hear him singing? What do I do? It's a long elevator. Okay. I didn't know.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, we're going.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though
we're
he
getting
felt
another
free
ending,
to
so.
think for himself, to question the nature
And after this ending, it's going to be the end of the
Why did
stream,
he feel
guys.
this now,
Just to let you
when
know.
for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But there's the escape right there, Gabe. Escape or the mind control facility. Which one? That one's tempting. Let's go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. Damn.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Fine. Go backwards and go to the mind control facility. Then the next time we do the stream, we're gonna just go anywhere I want.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
Hey, look, there's
bore the
ours.
number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
427.
the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally.
My
monitored
brain,
in this
after
case,
watching Hell of a
their
Boss,
freedom and
this is actually brain garbage, and how is this even watchable? I don't know. I mean,
this mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
some of them say
unthinkable.
fired. Did
Wasn't
you see
it?
that?
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation,
Keep
to
on
put an
or
end
off.
to this horrible place and to everything
On.
it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is
He's trying to kill us
without
now.
proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stan. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
I know what to do.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Mm-hmm. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. Sadly enough, not all of you were here. You guys voted for the game, but it's okay. I understand. It is a Saturday. But Leo and I have a surprise stream for you guys tomorrow, because Leo's going to feel better tomorrow. Other than that, guys, we hope that you enjoyed this this stream of TeamAOU, and bye, guys. I know you were here. Thank you, Mr. Spirit. I know you were here. Bye, y'all.